This is part 2 of the match analysis I'm doing for IglooBuds on Reddit. So he's the guy in white. He's just about to get his guard passed here with the stack. He's framing and moving immediately. One thing that I would personally do is if you're getting passed with the stack, there's always a chance that you can elbow push the guy. Because when he finishes here, get your right hand and check him at the elbow there, and then come up to your left hand. Yeah, that's always an option. Anytime guys are coming through on the stack pass, especially when this arm gets low, you can elbow push up. But you opt to turn in towards him. The other thing is, as you do turn in, like he's gonna move his head sidearm back to get a crossface. Like there, I'd check inside of his elbow pit with your left hand, and then like turtle all the way up. Because right now it looks like you're trying to recover guard, and because of his arm position here, it's gonna be really difficult. Like that arm, once it's there, like your leg is completely blocked out. You're almost forced to, in most cases, to try to get to turtle first. Not that you have to fully go to turtle, but you need to get to turtle, have him like start changing to defend turtle, and then you can pull guard. Yeah, like here you're pretty stuck. It's a really hard position to get out of once they're on this side with the hand. Yeah, see the stuff that you're doing with your foot to catch there? Like, I don't play that. I know, like, there's the Luke Rockhold sweep that he hit Galvao with in the MMA fight. I don't know it well, and, like, I don't do this stuff. I personally think it's like very tough to do. And even if you do hook his leg, like the second you hook his leg, you can just knee cut out a lot of the time. Yeah, if you're stuck here, like I would, there's a certain escape that I was taught by John Thomas, brown belt world champion, where you turn away and you get this top knee, and it's very hard to describe, so I can't really do it justice. But when the arm is there, you kind of forced to have to turn away. Here, there, you almost have it. Stuff his head. With this arm switch to the far side, now I'd keep tripping and trying to get that knee in. Goes into knee mount, you start shrimping away. Like, that's good movement. You're not letting him solidify knee mount. From here, I can tell you rarely go turtle. That's one of the things you need to add from side control. You can't just always look to recover straight to your guard. Like here, you have the chance here of just coming up, switching your knees, coming up to turtle. Again, you don't have to wrestle from turtle or anything like that. You can pull guard out of turtle, but you opt to just stay on your side. Yeah, and you can tell by the way you're switching your hands. Like, there's nothing wrong with coming to turtle, and it's a necessary method to escaping side control. From here, again, you're in that elbow push scenario. His arm's on the far side, and look like it's pretty low. So if you get your left hand at his tricep and sit up, get your right hand to his tricep here, and sit up onto your left hand, then scoot away. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're doing with this belt grip stuff here. Yeah, you're trying that foot hook thing again. Like, me personally, I'm not a fan of it. I think it's kind of like a waste. Okay, the guy comes up to mount, and then you do the bridge over. Your timing is really excellent on this. Like, this just looks very sweet. Boom. Now, one thing though is, see when he sits out to his hip, you bring your arm up over and he's able to open your arm like that. Just do it slow. Here, you voluntarily lift your elbow up. You shouldn't do that, because now he's going to stretch that arm out. You need to keep your elbow down tight on the mat. If he can't ride his hips up high, he can't really mount over top of you. Or at least it's much harder. But yeah, now he has all this space to clear his foot over top. You don't want that. Like, your timing was good for the escape, but Yeah. Okay, so now you end up in close guard. When you're in close guard, like my method of playing it, you get double collars with the hand and you just basically pin the guy down to the mat. And you don't let him move, grab his sleeve and then stand up. You gotta stand up a little bit, like you gotta go with that. You step your foot up and you step your second foot up. Like guys will always try to rock your balance. Well, I mean, you're not stepping up super well. You don't want to step this foot up here, you can get brought forward, you need to step it up deeper in. Like I can grab your leg, but you basically need to, at least with the method that I use to get out of close guard, like you have to be okay with the guy grabbing your leg. That's part of the move. You have to have ways of dealing with it. Because the way that you opt to get a close guard is a lot more dangerous. So you go here, you stick your arm under. Yeah, I mean, to make things worse, even post that hand out there. I mean, he'd probably pull you forward. But like, man, that's just, yeah. I know there's some guys that do this, especially like in Nogi, but I haven't played around with this too much. Again, the obvious thing is the triangle. You're gonna get caught in a triangle. Generally, I avoid this. Maybe one of the issues is that you were like up on your hip, like you raise your hips up, and that made it very easy for him to pull you down. Once you got rocked forward, that's where you kind of like lost everything. If you were sitting back, there's a chance this could have turned out a little bit better for you. But yeah, once you got pulled forward like this, yeah, you just got triangled up. From here, you made the error of you went into the triangle. So when the triangle's here and your right arm is locked in, what he wants is he wants an underhook on the opposite side of the lock. So he wants you to underhook your left leg. So you shouldn't circle in this direction. If anything, you can circle in the other direction. Me, I just focus on keeping this arm like in tight. Actually, now that I see this again, because your arm is already on the far side of his hip, like I would probably turn in here. Try to get your trapped forearm, the one that's trapped in the triangle, flat on the ground, and you kind of escape by going through the triangle this way. Yeah, you went the other way, you're giving him the angle. He doesn't underhook your leg, but if he did, you would have been like done right away. Yeah, like once you're stuck in a triangle like this, there's just very little you can really do. You keep walking into the triangle, you gotta not do that. You can like hold out and stuff, but to escape a lock triangle against someone that's very good at them, it's a tough thing to do. Yeah, anytime you're rolled over in a mount, you gotta get them back on their back, which you do eventually. Yeah, that's a good bridge. Yeah, but see, you're still turning into the triangle. That's your big error. You could have probably gotten out of this because like he's not finishing right away, and his legs loosened up earlier. They're probably burnt out a bit. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta stop stacking into it. And then you just get kind of stuck here, and then time runs out. All right, IglooBuds. Hope that stuff helped.